So first off, I wanted to say thank you. I received a $10 donation, so I'm going to get my weed for the night. The second thing I wanted to talk about, a little bit about my schizophrenia. See, I had told y'all before about the story about the kid in the school who straight out asked me if I was schizophrenic. But I didn't really explain how it got to that point. See, that day, it was near the end of the school year, and I guess we were using the class as like a study period. So it was basically free. And we were all, had our desks circled around. So we were all in the same little area. And they had asked me if I would sing. Because they had heard me singing around the school, because just as I do now, I sing everywhere I go. And I did. I started to sing for them, and I'm aware that it was only in my mind, right? I believed I was being laughed at. I believed I was being made fun of. I started to think the only reason they even asked me to sing was because of how bad I am at it, and they just wanted to laugh at me. And none of them were saying anything, right? They were all just sitting there watching me sing. But in my head, I heard laughter. I heard mocking. I heard jeering. I heard hatred. I heard all of it, and it was very real. And I just stopped singing and kind of broke down and got upset. And they didn't understand, because they weren't making fun of me. They weren't laughing at me. They weren't doing these things. But I still heard it and felt it. And it was very real to me. Even though none of those things were happening in the classroom. They were happening in my mind. And they were very real. And that's why it makes it so hard now when people every day are posting, "We hate you, we want you to kill yourself, you're nothing, you're worthless, you're garbage." I hear those things every day in my own head. And I fight them. So when y'all are telling me these things online, it makes the things in my head real. It makes it harder for me to believe that I'm not hated, that I'm not wanted dead, that I actually could be a person. Whenever I'm out in public, like around people, I get anxious and nervous that they want to hurt me. And I have to I don't know, it's why I don't leave often, it's why I don't stay out often. I come out when I have something to do, right? Like right now I'm going to get weed. I went out earlier to get food. Last night I went out for a vodka. But as soon as I gather what I need, I go straight home, and I try not to interact with people, because I truly believe that they are going to hurt me, that they hate me, that somehow everybody knows me and everybody feels the exact same way that the people on this YouTube channel feel, and I'm in danger. And I have felt that way since childhood, because these thoughts have always been in my head. It's why I was never able to really have friends, because I would always be afraid and internally sure that they were not really my friends, that they were just using me, or they were just pretending to like me, or they were just being nice, but it couldn't possibly be that they were genuinely my friends. And so, people don't understand. They think, well, but if you know it's just in your head, why can't you ignore it? I don't know. My brain is what I use to figure out whether things are right or wrong. So if there's something wrong with my brain, how do I figure that out? I mean, that doesn't make fucking sense. I know that there's something wrong with my brain. But sometimes it's very hard to distinguish what's real and what's not. Especially when I'm in a world where there is a lot of hatred and a lot of anger around every corner.